Ensuring ISF compliance for hazardous materials. Welcome back to our channel, your reliable source for all things related to customs brokerage and international trade. In today's video, we will discuss the importance of ensuring importer security filing, ISF, compliance and the labeling and marking regulations for chemical and hazardous materials imports. Importing such materials requires adherence to specific labeling and marking requirements to ensure safety and compliance. So, let's dive in and explore the regulations for labeling and marking chemical and hazardous materials imports. Importing chemical and hazardous materials requires careful compliance with labeling and marking regulations to ensure safety, proper identification, and regulatory compliance. Let's delve into the details of ensuring ISF compliance and labeling and marking regulations for chemical and hazardous materials imports. Importer security filing, ISF, compliance is crucial when importing chemical and hazardous materials. Timely and accurate submission of ISF data ensures compliance with customs regulations, enhances supply chain security, and minimizes the risk of penalties or delays. Chemical and hazardous materials imports are subject to specific labeling and marking requirements to ensure safety and compliance. Labeling requirements may include hazard symbols, warning signs, pictograms, product identifiers, and other mandatory information. Marking requirements may involve affixing specific labels or markings to the outer packaging or containers to indicate the nature of the materials. Importers should adhere to hazard communication standards, such as the Globally Harmonized System, GHS, to ensure consistent communication of hazards associated with chemical and hazardous materials. Proper labeling and marking help communicate the potential hazards and necessary safety precautions to handlers, regulatory authorities, and emergency responders. Importers should comply with the regulations and requirements of relevant regulatory agencies, such as the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, in the United States. These agencies provide guidelines and requirements for labeling, marking, and the safe handling of chemical and hazardous materials. Importers should also consider the following best practices to ensure compliance with labeling and marking regulations. Importing chemical and hazardous materials involves complex regulations, and it's beneficial to consult with experts such as regulatory consultants, customs brokers, or specialized legal advisors. These experts can provide guidance on labeling and marking requirements specific to chemical and hazardous materials imports. Importers should conduct a thorough compliance review of the labeling and marking requirements for each specific chemical and hazardous material being imported. Ensure that all labels and markings comply with the regulatory standards of both the exporting and importing countries. Chemical and hazardous materials labeling and marking requirements may change or be updated over time. Importers should stay informed about the latest regulations and guidelines provided by regulatory authorities to ensure ongoing compliance. In conclusion, ensuring compliance with importer security filing, ISF, and labeling and marking regulations for chemical and hazardous materials imports is crucial for safety, regulatory compliance, and the smooth flow of trade. By understanding ISF compliance requirements, abiding by labeling and marking regulations, and consulting with experts, importers can successfully navigate these complex processes. We hope you found this video informative and valuable in understanding the importance of ensuring ISF compliance and complying with labeling and marking regulations for chemical and hazardous materials imports. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future videos where we'll continue to explore topics related to customs brokerage and international trade. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to bringing you more valuable content in our upcoming videos.